Hello, English classes. Today we're going to talk to you about formatting an MLA paper. At the top right corner you can see is the header. It's called a header because you're going to put your last name and the page number. The page number will come after your last name. Now we're going to move down to the left side of the paper. It's going to be your student name, your instructor's name, your course title, which is the class you're taking, and the date. The number comes first, then the month, and then the year.
And then what you also want to have after all the heading, you want to have a title for your essay, which it all has to be centered and everything, remember, is double spaced. And the modern MLA formatting, which is called the Modern Language Association, provides guidelines for writing, documentation, and style. Please reference the MLA Handbook for Writers of Research Papers, the 6th edition, and the MLA Style Manual and Guide to Scholarly Publishing, the 2nd edition. For more information about MLA style publications, go to the MLA website. Purdue has compiled a user-friendly website that answers almost every question regarding MLA format and style. Sorry, Wisconsin.
Quotations with fewer than 4 lines, prose a 3-line of verse and quoted directly in a sentence. Enclose the quotation marks followed by the author's last name, the page or pages, the sources from which you are quoting, parenthesis. For example, inline quotations here, author's last name and page number. In addition, you should not double space between paragraphs. That is the job of indentation.
Quotations that are longer than 4 lines of prose or 3 lines of verse follow different guidelines. Introduce these quotations with a colon, but make sure the sentence before is a complete one. Start long quotations on a new line. Indent the quote 1 inch from the left margin. Double space the lines and omit quotation marks. Reference the source as you would for the shorter quotation. Notice too that the punctuation occurs before the parenthetical documentation. Author, last name, and page number. Be sure to evaluate and analyze all quotations. It is not appropriate to end a paragraph with a quotation as the reader often feels as if they have jumped off of a cliff or off a bridge.
When writing a research paper, all sources must be listed on a works cited page at the end of your paper. Center and title, works cited, and then list sources of the alphabetical order by the author's last name. To format sources, refer to the MLA publications listed above. Since you are writing a research paper, you most definitely need a works cited page because otherwise, plagiarism becomes an issue if you do not have one. If you do not have one at all, in fact, the entire paper is technically plagiarized. This will result in a 0 for your paper and the quarter. Unfortunately, if this happens in a college setting, your result is exile.
With regard to selection of quotations, please choose only the most important quotations that help to develop your main ideas. It is easy to get swept away in the beauty of a language, but face it, not every quotation will have to prove a point. In addition, always introduce or lead into the quotation so the reader is not abruptly hit upside the head with it. Use strong lead-ins, and please keep in mind that novels don't say anything, nor do they tell us information. Finally, please copy the quote exactly as it is written in the text. When using parts of the quotation, use ellipses, in other words, ... If you are rephrasing something that someone else has said, you must reword the quote and then cite the document that you received it from the end of the sentence. Then you'll obviously do the parentheses, author's name, last name, and then the page number.
Please avoid first and second person, especially at all costs. There may be some times in your essay when you must use I. The conclusion, that's it. There's rare opportunities to use universal we in an introduction or conclusion, but these should be used sparingly. Also, please avoid statements such as I will tell you about or these are the reasons why. They are weak statements. Just get to the point. Speaking of which, please avoid weak word choices. These would include like, very, thing, stuff, really, and so forth. Finally, limit the use of to be verb. Am, is, are, buzzword be being Ben. Statements such as, he would be running down the beach, are easily changed to, he sprinted down the beach. Avoiding the to be verb as much as possible adds action and encourages the use of vivid verbs in writing.
In short, you want to wow your teacher in the format, structure, style, and overall quality of your ideas. Spice it up a bit, use colon, semicolons, and have some fun with the boy fans. Remember too, that Miss Lang and other teachers all around the school have read a lot of papers in the past. They would all appreciate your best effort. And finally, there comes the works cited page. As you can see, you still have to have the header on your works cited page right here with your last name and the page number right here. And also, you have to have the title of the works cited right here, and it has to be centered. Everything right here, that's all alphabetized correctly, all in alphabetical order for your citing. And also, what you also want to remember, of course, most important about writing your essay in the MLA formatting, everything has to be in Times New Roman 12 font. That is pretty much all there is to be for the MLA formatting, and good luck on your paper.